Okay, this is still continuing the story, which is called How a House is Built. Now, of course, there's a lot of words in here that you may not understand what it is and what it means. You can always use Google, pause the video, to look it up, to get a better understanding. And also videos as well. Pictures, show a lot, but videos do a lot more. But one advice, sorry if you guys were talking, or if anybody was talking, never be this guy. The guy always standing, watching people work. Definitely don't be on your phone. That's how you get fired real quick. Trying to find good lighting. And here are the photos. I mean, not the photo. Sorry, that would be camera or phone. The illustrations. Maybe he's the boss. But you know what? Bosses also do the work as well. Good bosses. So there's one wall right there. Right here. There's one that was right there already. That's probably going to be a window. Here's another wall. And this guy is he's like the director. Tells, you know, the guys if it's even, not even. You know, if it's in place, it will look straight. How much further, you know, do they have to go? Things like that. Every job is important as long as you do it well and you work hard at it. Don't just pick an easy job because it's the easiest job to do. Okay, here we are. Finally. Good job. Way to work as a team. And there you go. That's how you do it. Build yourself a beautiful home. And for somebody else. So it has to be even more beautiful. Build it like as if you're going to build your home. Perfect. Like I said, that's a window opening and a door opening. There you go. That's pretty sweet. And hopefully on the video it looks even more bigger and a lot more clear. So there you go. Oh, so this is one big giant picture. So let me do this one. We read that and we're going to go to this one and I'll show you the big picture. So this is the big picture. On a phone, it's hopefully as clear as possible. I'm going to do the scanning in, of course. Let me start on this half of the page. Let me get these words here. Again, if you don't understand the words or what it is or what it means or what it's pointing at, look it up in a book or Google, YouTube, a dictionary at the library. Because there are a lot of words that even grown adults don't understand, and that's not what's important. What's important is to figure out, you figure out what the question is, figure out how to find out, and learn it. That's it. Here they are working together. That looks like something Daddy's doing, or would be doing. Or using a tool Dad would be using. Okay. Looks like here we're doing the roofing. Yeah, so it also depends on how big the house is and how many levels, how wide, the width and the length. Depends on, how long it's going to take, how many days it's going to take to build a home. Sometimes you could build a home within, one day. It just really depends on, and also the supplies, the material being used, you know. Is it like a lot of different material or is it all the same? I mean, it varies. And I'm sure driving in the car, walking around, in your own town or different places that you go, you see people in the middle of, in the middle of the process of building a home. So look, the carpenter is here, busy nailing. Oh, sorry, shingles. Sorry. These are the shingles right here. Other carpenters nail the clapboard siding. Siding is this thing right here. Okay? You're going to look up the definition up yourself. You can pause the video if you want to. And day after day, the work continues. You just keep doing it until it's complete. And you work hard so you can play hard. You know? This one here. The mason is almost finished building the chimney. Windows, doors are installed. Oh, sorry. Chimney. Period. Windows and doors are installed. Here's the guy. That definitely has to be a rather long ladder, but he's using a simple system. I don't know the actual name, but you can definitely use it. I mean, look it up. what kind of system does a mason use to reach, to fix a chimney? Something like that. So here also, it gives you the definition of a mason. The mason is almost finished building the chimney. So there you go. Oh, look at the great, beautiful detail. It's nice. Look at all the shingles. Look at that. That's the very last piece. That's probably why he's smiling. Finish the job almost is complete. And these two are doing what? Windows and door installation. See, there's different types of jobs. Everywhere there's a job for everyone to do. So there's no excuses to be upset or lazy for work. A job well done is a job to be proud of. Get more clientele. Okay? Clientele is get more clients, more people wanting, Oh my gosh. Now they're going to do the interior. Guess what the word interior means? Remember, we discussed this word septic system. Okay, look it up. Look it up, look it up, look it up. Look what she's doing. Electric work. Fixing the outlets. Okay, what are they doing here? Plumbing. They're plumbers. They're fixing the plumbing system. The pipes. This guy over here. Interior wall. Obviously, interior means inside. The inside. Okay? Then he's bringing the cord. Oop. Right there. All of a sudden, it just got completely dark. And this guy is... What is it? I don't know if you remember, Logan, but I discussed it with you. Installation. This guy putting installation. And now there's two different types of installation. Actually, there's probably a lot more than two. But I know of two. I just don't know the names. I just don't like these ones. They come in a roll. Okay. There's a whole bam. Now let's get this installation. And the installation is used to insulate the house. Keep from air coming in the home. Covers all the cracks. That way it's sealed shut. That way you don't feel a drift wind coming in your home. And then you save your, you know, your heat bill or your energy, your air, you know, your heat, your electricity bill, obviously, but you know, your heat, you know, bill as well, because you know, people pay for heat as well sometimes. If it's included, that'd be awesome. Here are the drywall crew. We do some drywall sometimes too. This is obviously a switch right here. I don't know if it's a light switch or just a regular switch. I'm not sure. And this is a joint compound. You see your dad doing this a lot. Okay? This makes the the joints, like when you put cement over it or you paint over it, you don't see the lining of how you cut your drywall. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it look like it was just one big giant piece of drywall. You know? And then they also waterproof it with this liquid. It's usually pink. You've seen it before. And they put the pink over as well for waterproofing. But that's more in like, you know, showers and bathrooms and stuff. You can, you know, anything that requires something to get wet. A chimney a chimney that's outside or something. It's, you know, like more secure. Okay, so this is the interior people. It's big. Okay. We're about to be done. And I also forgot to mention that over here, if they ever, like, I don't know what this, I can't really tell exactly what kind of area or room this is, but pretend that this is the bathroom. Now you have drywall there. You can do tile with that situation. Even in the kitchen area here too. You can do it as well there. You can do it on the floor. I mean, anything's possible. With tile, anything is possible. Next, the finished floors are nailed down. Windows and doors are trimmed. The painters paint the wall. See, it's all a working together situation. Sometimes you're by yourself doing it. Sometimes you have an assistant. Sometimes the whole crew. With painting a new house, especially when it's new, it's never just going to be one person. It's definitely going to be like more than two or two. And then this right here, I'll read this. Everything is almost done. The electrician hooks up the light fixtures. Cabinets are installed. The plumber puts in the bathtub, toilets, and sink. The furnace and hot air sorry. The furnace and hot air ducts, ducts are installed. That's a word to look up. I haven't even heard of that word in my life, actually. Ducts. Ducts. The furnace and hot air ducts are installed. Basically, like piping, I believe. If I'm not wrong. I don't know. Look it up in a book. And then heating specialist. That's all pipes. Wow. And a part of electric as well, because your electricity is not good, then your pipes ain't gonna work. I mean, pipes don't necessarily, I don't know. You got landscapers to design the outside of the house to make it look real nice, pretty, attractive, glamorous. Making it look so beautiful, neatly polished, and presentable. Nice. So they previously planted some fresh new grass and it's coming out. In the beginning, while the grass is actually growing, it's good to have a sign to let the people know to keep off the grass, because then you're not trucking grass anywhere where you don't want the grass seeds to be growing. Plus it's just like a plant. Grass is basically a plant. You step on it, it's not going to grow. So do it for a little while. Stay off the grass. Put some bushes, make it look, sweet. And boom, there's the finishing product. And at the end, you step back and you say to yourself, what a mighty fine job I did. And the feeling of success and the smiles that brings, the hardworking labor you did, all for yourself, of course, but for your business. And then you'll get more people to want you to do their job, fix their home, and make it beautiful. Build it as if you're building it for yourself. Don't build it because you have to. And pick a job where you know you're going to love and you're going to be happy. You have a passion for it. See, there's the moving truck. They're bringing in the stuff to move into their home. It's beautiful. So, simple shelters from the past. Okay, but wait, before I do anything. So, it's important when you do pick your career or what you really want to do in your life to earn a living, like your dad's passion, style. That's his business. And you put your heart and soul to something that you know you're going to be proud of, and you can build relationships that will better your life financially, mentally, and in a family oriented, sometimes. A lot of people, when they work, they just like, okay, let me just get this job because I have to pay my bills, I have to be human, and, I have to survive. And let me just do this because I need to. Not necessarily because you want to. But that's the worst you can do. There's many times where people have worked at places and they're miserable. They're so miserable. Pay attention when I say this. They're miserable. They cannot find 1 ounce of happiness, 1 ounce of joy, 1 ounce of anything. Anything. Not one. And it's hard. It's hard for people to realize that picking a job where your passion goes and you do pretty well on will help and assist in that. You can't be lazy either. Some jobs don't require you to get up early in the morning, but you know what I say? The early bird catches the worm. That's like a metaphor on a way. Expressions basically means the earlier you get up in the morning, the more you're going to be able to do and the more money you're going to be making financially. When you get old and you get a job and you're like, I'm just not making enough money. And why? Well, you start early in the morning, wake up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning at the latest, or 6:15, and you say to yourself, I'm going to work today nice and early. And then when you work early, you get out early. But not just because you want to get out early, you got to go wake up early. No, because it'll make you feel good and you get more things done. The earlier you begin a job, the longer the day is, and the longer more things you have done. Then your then the person you're working for or doing the job for is going to say, you know what? I need somebody like that who comes bright and early, ready to work, busts their butt, doesn't complain, doesn't sit on the job or hang out on the phone while they're working, and never says, are we done yet? And that's it. They go in, they work, they get out, they leave, they go to sleep, and they do the same thing over and over again. People love that. I've learned to see that. I've learned that. And there are jobs where you don't have to wake up early. But why? What's the point? You want to be able to feel great about yourself. Not just, I feel good because, I'm working. Begin your day early, bright and early. Wake up and get to work. And sometimes you'll have, bosses where, you just, sometimes they don't want you to work early. Sometimes it depends on the area you work in that doesn't allow you to work as early. Maybe it's distance that, you're fighting against. We had jobs in Pennsylvania, so it wasn't bright and early, because we would drive there for like in one day, or you work night shifts, maybe you do that for a little while. We don't really have a schedule. We just go to whatever job is ready, prepared for us, and we just go. That's just how we are, and that's how we run things, because at the end of the day, you get the job and you get it done and you move on to the next one. That way, you're not stressing. You're always seeing money coming left and right. It's not like you're just waiting or you want to take a break because you're so exhausted and tired. You know, me, I don't work on Sundays because I'm trying to educate my son Logan about the Lord, and I have to give him understandings of, the Lord, and, so he can get educated. That's the only reason why I do that. Because I want him to get so educated, enough education, about his Lord, his Father, And he, Logan, I know you're listening to this. You're young now, so obviously, you know. But when you get older, you're going to be working with us, and I don't think I'm going to be doing Sundays anymore, because by then you'll just be older. And anyway, it's up to you unless we all decide together that that's, going to be your plan. Or, I don't know. I still want to do that, but it depends on, what happens when you get older and stuff like that. We'll handle that situation as you get older and stuff. But pretty much there will be jobs where the bosses won't mind you working and us, you coming with us work, like actually work, like you did when you were little. But this time, when you get older, you're going to actually be doing some work. So, then you'll be working, which is fine. Plus, you're very smart, so I don't think it's going to take you long to know how to do tile. Yeah. Just, God has put us on this earth to not just dwell like a feather in the wind. Or like you can live life gracefully and freely, but not until you've worked hard to earn that lifestyle. My husband, now hasn't had work for a little bit. So he gets to enjoy himself because he works his butt off. Anyone, Logan, that you ever ask about your dad, he works every day. And we don't do holidays. We just don't. But America does. So, but if holidays weren't a thing, he'll be working on all holidays. The only one holiday is maybe Christmas, but Christmas is not even Jesus' birthday anyway. It's a whole lie. It's a sham. You know how the government is.